Yes, sir. Back live here on HNB Media. Make sure if you're listening to us in audio or podcast form, that you subscribe and drop a comment. If you're listening on Spotify, I replay every episode as a podcast on Spotify. And if you drop a comment on Spotify, I will actually look at it and maybe I'll turn into a topic on the show. So shout out to all of y'all out there. Shout out to all the fans. Hoops and Brews, welcome. As always, it's your boy TPJ. Find me on Instagram at HoopsNBrews and at HNB Media TV. I ain't got no more personal Twitter no more. As always, this show co-stars rapper extraordinaire Pavy. Go ahead, talk to the people, let them know how you been, man. We ain't seen you in a while. What you been up to?
I've been chilling, bro. I ain't been doing too much. I was overseas for a second, then I went to Chicago for a second. If y'all follow my other media, I've been putting out some records, so go check those out. Just put out kind of an up-tempo record. It's called It Could Be That Way, but 2 days ago, so go check that out. But yeah, man, I've been good. I can't complain.
Yes, sir. Dope. You been keeping up with basketball while you've been traveling, or you been?
Nah, I know what's going on.
Okay.
It's just I wasn't watching that shit overseas because it's hard. But when I was in Chicago, yeah, I know what's going on. I was looking at what's going on though.
Okay, interesting. All right, so what you want to talk about?
Lakers. I mean, obviously, I guess like the Lakers would be the main thing everyone want to talk about. The Lakers.
All right, well then let's go ahead and open it up and get right to it. The Lakers right now are currently the number 2 seed in the West. Ahead of the Denver Nuggets. Really, they kind of tied because the Nuggets, I think, have played 2 more games than them. But the Lakers are currently 39-21. The second seed in the West. They're 11 games back of the Thunder. Nobody's going to catch them. Thunder are on pace to have, I think, the highest point differential in NBA history. So that's incredible. But the Lakers have won 7 straight. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They are playing very, very well at home this year. They're 24-7, but they've struggled a little bit on, in away games. Luka and LeBron have played very, very well. They've meshed very, very well. Their defense has actually gotten better since Anthony Davis has departed from the Lakers. Pavy, what do you think of JJ Redick and the job that he's done? Obviously, coming into this, we all had our doubts, and I would say we all were wondering, like, all right, you gonna take JJ, no, real, resume, and have him hop in. Obviously, him and LeBron, I think that was the longest job interview ever for JJ. That was like a nice little 12-hour long job interview worth of podcast for JJ Redick. But what do you think of his job coaching the Lakers? I see Lakers fans, I feel like every day now, since the Lakers got Luka, I see a different video of Darvin Ham telling somebody to salute, or did you see that clip of Pat Bev talking about Darvin Ham?
No. What did he say?
Bro, he said that the man Darvin Ham, right? It was one time. You remember that time when he was on the sidelines and he was writing up a play and everybody was just looking like, what the fuck is he doing? And they were just standing. And they would no. But they was all standing there looking confused for like a minute though, right? Pat Bev said he just wrote the lineup on the whiteboard, didn't write no X's and O's, and told them to go out and keep playing, bro. So Lakers fans are rejoicing. Pavy, talk to me about JJ Redick and what you think.
I mean, I think obviously he's done probably a better job than what I don't want to say anybody expected him, because even like watching this pod, I mean, he seemed to be like a very knowledgeable guy. So I think and even when you saw when the season started, like some of the actions that you saw them running, you hadn't seen him running. Like they definitely were, moving around a lot more. You saw LeBron off ball a lot more. And then bringing over Luka, I think everybody. I still think that the 7-game win streak, like again, they have been losing some leads. I forget who they played the other night. Oh my God, the Clippers game, they lost the lead, but they still won. They led the whole way, and it was a game right after that where like they lost the lead, but they still led pretty much the whole way. So they're still working out some things, but I mean, they look great. They look great, and I think that, and the fact that he has a familiarity with Luka, obviously, because he did play with Dallas. I even remember Luka being on his pod, so he has a familiarity and I want to say a affinity for his game. Also, got to remember Luka's coming back off injury, right? So his first couple games, he's coming, and also coming back off like a lower leg injury. His first couple games, like he was getting some rhythm, and now the last couple games, you see what it really looks like when Luka's out there playing. And you know, you got to give credit to really defensively what he's been doing. Like even the game against Jokic, when they did something that like I don't want to say they cracked the code with you know Joker, because I don't know if you can crack the code on him, but think there was a stat where like once he gets in the paint, he's shooting like 80%. So his idea was like do everything you possibly can to not let him get in the paint. So they were having people pick him up full court and like pretty much denying them from getting anywhere below the free throw line. And you saw them have success and finally beat the Nuggets, who they hadn't beaten. I think it was like 10 straight games. I think it was. So he's definitely doing some things differently. And again, you got Luka and Braun out there. You got two of the best playmakers ever. And they've had guys out. You know, Rui hasn't been there. Austin Reeves has been hurt. Reeves has also been playing great. Jackson Hayes is looking like Tyson Chandler. Jackson Hayes is looking like the player that he was drafted to be when you drafted him in the lottery. You think it's again like a Tyson Chandler type of guy. And he may have like a Tyson Chandler career arc. Like I think if we remember Tyson Chandler when he left the Bulls, like he was kind of like in that whatever type of range. Like he wasn't really granted, came in young. He left at about 22. I think his career high at that point in time, if I'm not mistaken, was like 22 points or something like that. But he wasn't looked at or thought of the way Tyson Chandler was looked at and thought of after he went to New Orleans and played with Chris Paul and then went to the Mavericks and then won Defensive Player of the Year when he was with the Knicks. Not saying Jackson Hayes is going to do all of that, but I do think he's having the best season he could possibly have since Luka came over with, you know, just being able to be a lob. I think he had 18 points in the first half the other day. And that's obviously the people that you got passing the ball. So Redick is doing a great job, and you know, I'm excited to see it continue throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, I actually, but you didn't give your grade.
B plus, B plus. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna give him an A. Obviously, they aren't, you know, the number one seed, and I do think that they had some issues somewhere in the middle of the season. But I'm gonna say B plus. I mean, granted, you still have Luka, and LeBron James. I don't want to say it should be easy because it shouldn't be easy, but you still got Luka and LeBron.
I kind of disagree with that. I'm gonna give JJ Redick an A plus. I think JJ Redick this year has by far and away, to me, been the best coach in the NBA, and I'm gonna articulate this very. We can argue after this, but just let me get my point off. I let you spew your takes. Let me get my take off. I believe JJ Redick is the coach of the year. Number one, you didn't know coming into this season what type of LeBron James you would actually be getting. And I believe that he's elevated and helped to elevate LeBron's play just by helping them to play smarter basketball. Like the Lakers for the past, I believe since they let go of Frank Vogel, have essentially been playing against themselves for the most part on offense. Like I think he simplified a lot of what they did, and then created a lot of small wrinkles in the back doing simple things. Whereas a person like Darvin Ham was just going out there saluting them and trying to be a good motivator. JJ is a very, very strategic. I was watching a backstage Lakers clip today where JJ was sitting with his staff and they were going over all types of different analytics, and he was talking about different types of coverages that he wanted to play before the game and how he wanted to defensively focus in and key in on certain shots, kind of like what you spoke about with Jokic. And I believe that, to me, that has lifted LeBron James' play because you have a brilliant basketball mind drawing up the X's and O's. Third point, I believe that the Lakers this year are the defensive team. And it's crazy that even since the AD got traded away, that they've become the defensive team that I believe that they could have been or they haven't been since they won in the bubble. I also think that he's been working with a lot of spare parts and made them be very, 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 very good this year. I think getting rid of D'Angelo Russell was his call. So I give him a fourth piece of credit for that. And I also think Austin Reeves' elevation, I credit to JJ as well. Austin Reeves played very, very well last year, but it would be very, very easy for him to come in and try to switch up what AR is doing. But instead, they've leaned in and given Austin Reeves the ball more. And they're the second seed in the West. I did not foresee this coming with or without Luka Doncic. So that's how I feel about JJ. A plus coach of the year, undoubtedly. undoubtedly to me. And if you want to say Kenny Atkinson, no. They had a very, very good team. They had a very, very good team last year. They had a
team last year too.
No, who had a better team last year? The Lakers or the Cavaliers?
About even.
You a fucking lie.
It was about even. It was about even.
Dog, bro, it's fucking incredible.
It was literally about even.
It's incredible how I won't talk to you about basketball for a long ass time, and then we'll start talking about basketball, and then you come here with this shit, and now I gotta start turning up. Gee, I didn't even expect. I'm sleepy. I'm taking a nap before the pod. I come in here and immediately you trigger me, bro. What are you talking about?
Even, bro.
You a fucking lie.
It was about even. Number one, didn't the Cavs didn't win 50 games last season? They didn't. Evan Mobley was not an all-star last. They had, I think, one all-star last year. Darius Garland really never got in a rhythm. Now, granted, obviously, they did make the trade for DeAndre Hunter, which I think is a huge reason as to why they've propelled themselves, especially after the post trade deadline. But no, I'm going Kenny Atkinson. Like, bro, hold on, wait. Before the season, you would have said the Cavs gonna win probably what? What are they right now? They have won 52 games. How many? That's what the Cavs might win 60 games. They've won 12 straight games. You would have told me before the season the Cavs gonna be a 60-win basketball team. Lie to me.
I would have told you before the season what?
The Cavs gonna be a 60-win basketball team.
I wouldn't be surprised if you told me that.
No, all right, bro. All right,
what?
Bro.
And you tell me that they go no, stop.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised the Lakers
Stop. And you gonna tell me that they gonna trade for DeAndre Hunter at the trade deadline? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
The number one seed all year.
Gee, I don't give a fuck about
the man wasn't there.
Stop, G. Everybody fucking throughout the All-Star break was saying, hold on. Let me finish I just let you get your point off. You gonna let me respond or you gonna fucking talk over me?
I'm about to ask you one question. I just want to ask you one question. Because you said about the DeAndre Hunter thing. If I fucking told you Luka Doncic go end up with a goddamn Lakers and they was a top 3 seed right now, you'd be shocked?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa, wait a minute. If you told me that Luka was gonna end up on the Lakers and the Lakers would be a top 3 seed this year, would I be shocked? Fuck no.
So what the fuck?
Brother, are you serious?
Yes.
LeBron didn't mysteriously disappear this year for 2 weeks?
What? Do someone doing an All-Star break?
Didn't LeBron disappear? Did LeBron disappear for some games this year? For an undisclosed reason? Did nobody die?
Wait, we talking about after the All-Star break? Or
before the fucking All-Star break?
3 games.
G.
He missed 3 games. And I think they won some of the games without him. When they had Anthony Davis.
Even more to my fucking point. If we talking team for team, no. Stop. My point is, as I said in my second point when I made the argument, I said that I believe that I did not know what LeBron James was going to look like going into this year, right? And I said JJ Redick, I feel like has helped him elevate his play. Did I not say that? So if you got a guy that is old and just mysteriously disappears for a couple fucking days, and he's literally telling everybody, I don't know where the fuck he is, I don't know what he's doing. For all we fucking know, LeBron could have came back and said, yo, I'm tired of this shit, I want to play no more. You didn't know what the fuck the Lakers was going to look like this year coming into the season. You knew exactly what the Cleveland Cavaliers was going to look like this year. They was going to be a solid basketball team that was going to win 40 to 55 games, and you was going to be impressed until they got their ass smacked in the second round.
40 to 55 games is an insane game. You can't even take that to the goddamn casino and bet on that. Before the season, I picked the Lakers to go 45 and 37.
So before the season, you thought the Cavs was going to win less than 45 games?
I think they was going to win 60.
Before the season, you thought the Cavs was going to win 50 games?
No.
All right, man.
No.
All right, man.
And
all right, you're lying. You're lying.
How am I lying? And have fucking 3
all right,
All-Stars?
bro, you're lying.
And have 3 All-Stars, bro?
They've had fucking borderline 3 All-Stars for the past 2 years.
They wasn't All-Stars, though. And they didn't win 60 games.
Gee, we've been saying on this fucking podcast for the past couple years that Evan Mobley was going to be an All-Star.
Did Kenny Atkinson
stop.
Elevate the basketball team?
Huh?
Did Kenny Atkinson not elevate this team? Did they look like this under Bernie Bickerstaff?
Under JB Bickerstaff.
JB Bickerstaff. did they look like this?
Hold on 1 second. Jared Allen, been an all-star before, right? The Cavs won 48 fucking games last year.
That's not 60. They have 52 already, bro.
Are you, G?
What are you
if
talking
you
about?
telling me, and what we've been saying on this podcast for the past 2 years that Evan Mobley gonna be an all-star, and we've been saying that if healthy, Darius Garland is one of the best point guards in the East, and Donovan Mitchell is a perennial all-star, and Jared Allen was an all-star 3 years ago. What the fuck you mean that if they get that the team don't have the potential to be better if they get a new coach that coached them differently? They won 48 games. You said it like they won 35 games last year. They won almost 50 games last year.
20-something games last year. They wasn't a bad team. They traded for Luka, and they still had AD.
They traded away Anthony Davis. You said like they traded for Luka. Well, get Anthony fucking Davis.
They traded Anthony Davis for
If
Luka.
Anthony Davis wasn't in street clothes, Kyrie ever would have tore his fucking ACL.
What that got to do with what I just said?
Because, bro, you saying it like they traded for stop. You saying it like they traded for, if you told me before the season they traded for Luka, AD was still on the team. If you tell me that,
If you got Luka,
if you tell
it, 8 fucking games. What are we doing? I did not see that. Like, listen, did I think the Cavs?
The Lakers won 47 games last year and was in the play-in.
So what the fuck? The West ain't even as good as it was last year.
The Lakers not winning 60 games this year, brother.
The Cavs are. They might win 60. They've had 12-game win streaks.
They added. Are you? How many times do I got to repeat myself? They had a guy that we was already saying was going to be one of the best power forwards in the league and was going to be an all-star. He turned out to be exactly who we wanted him to be.
What you saying, bro?
Darius Garland, instead of being injured, play basketball.
I get what you're saying.
What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Tell me Kenny Atkinson did not have no impact.
I didn't say he didn't.
So why? Oh, what? So reward the motherfucker. They about
for helping him win 12 more games.
Nigga, that's a lot of games. What's wrong? That's a lot of games. They won 48 games last year. They won 52 in March.
Gee, the Lakers just traded the Lakers just changed their whole fucking team in the middle of the season. And they kept winning. What the fuck are you talking about?
They've been winning all year. They have 3-12
and so have the Lakers, brother.
Not like the Cavs.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Not like the Cavs. They haven't, like, what are we doing? It's Kenny Atkinson.
The niggas
ready to get some votes. No.
They changed their whole team.
I don't give a fuck what they changed.
All right, bro. That doesn't make sense, bro.
It do make sense.
It don't fucking make sense.
They not play. It does make sense. They're not playing better basketball than what the Cleveland Cavaliers are playing. They have not before. They will not now, and they will not later. You should reward Kenny Atkinson for what he's done this year with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, hold on, wait, stop.
Hold on, wait a minute. I would empathize with that take and agree with that take if JB Bickerstaff didn't go to the fucking Detroit and completely revamp that franchise as a coach. No, stop. And let me finish. Let me finish.
Don't do that.
Let me finish.
Don't do that. Did Detroit not add Matt?
Let me finish.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish.
My point is, as like with Steve Kerr and Mark Jackson, sometimes you have a guy that is a really good coach,
Steve Kerr coach of the year,
but is not. No, stop and let me finish, bro.
Okay, I'm listening.
And the Warriors, when Steve Kerr went there, won like 67 games. The Cavs winning 67 games.
They might win 60. They might win 60.
And the Lakers might win 58.
They're going to win 58 games, G. They're going to win 58 games.
Bro, hold on, wait a minute. It is, what is it? It's 60 games in the season right now. The Lakers have played 60 games. They got 22 games left. They can't go 18-4?
Fuck no.
Bro, they lost 3 times in fucking February.
Fuck no.
Bro, they lost 3 times last month.
Hold on, wait. How many
They
games?
lost 3.
Wait,
they have 22 games left.
You said 58.
Yes, that's how much so they would have to go 18.
58 games?
They would have to go 18-4 to get there. Actually, no. They will put them at 57. So they can't get to 56.
No.
So they can't go 6-16 to finish the season.
I think they'll probably get to like 50.
All right, bro. 50 means they finish the season 500.
56?
50 wins means they finished the season 500.
Hold on. Then Cleveland
Cleveland is 52.
and they got 20 more games left.
No, yes.
Cleveland might win high 60s then. It might be more than 60. They
How
might
many?
win like 65.
I'm sorry. I don't agree with it.
If they win 65 games, bro,
It's got to be JJ still.
that's a 20-something game increase.
Yeah, and that's a 10-game increase, and you swapped.
Winning is bigger than
That's
10.
a 10-game increase, and you literally traded away the guy that's been a staple in your franchise for the past 6. It
for
doesn't
somebody
matter.
who you think is the best player in the league or one of them.
He top 3.
Okay, then what? Okay, so what's AD to you?
LeBron this year, I give him credit. He been 5. LeBron has been playing amazing this year. I can't even hate on him.
I don't know if LeBron been top 5.
LeBron been top 5 this year. He has been.
Been top 5 this year. But he's been great.
No, he's been top 5. Luka hasn't been top 5 this year, but he hasn't been healthy.
Fair.
But when healthy, Luka is a top 3 player in the league.
Okay, so you got a top 3 player in the league, and you got a top 5 player in the league. What the fuck you got on Cleveland? And I like the piece.
Why did they trade him away?
Who?
Luka Doncic.
Because he's fat.
Because they said he was fat and he had
He's
bad
still
habits,
fat, but he could hoop.
and he's not great. And they didn't believe that he's a great player.
What? That you don't believe that?
Nico Harrison said that. I didn't say that.
Fuck Nico. What?
Patrick Dumont or Dubois, whatever the fuck his name is, said that.
Fuck Nico. We like Dallas out here. Fuck Nico. What do you believe about Luka?
I'm not saying. What you mean? What do you
Tell
mean?
me what you believe about Luka.
It doesn't matter what I believe.
It don't matter what you believe. All right, man. It don't matter.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Out of like 600 episodes, that might have been the funniest moment of this whole show.
What I believe.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had no retort for that. I had no response for that shit. I had no response. I ain't gonna lie. You got me on that one. I got no response for that.
No. But now, honestly, I think Redick should get some votes. But I'm going Kenny Atkinson, bro. I'm going Kenny Atkinson. I think that he deserves respect. Like, granted, I'm not saying I thought Cleveland was going to be a bottom-feeder team, but I didn't see Cleveland having – right, bro, they going to win the East by – like there's no way Boston can catch up. Like, it's impossible. They're 8 games behind. They might end up with the best record in the league, bro. So I'm going them. I'm going Cleveland, personally.
I don't agree with that, but I'm not upset at your opinion. I think JJ has had a lot more obstacles to overcome, and a team that was way like coming into this season, even player for player, no comparison.
To who?
What you mean? To the Cavaliers?
Well, how no comparison?
The Lakers got the top 2 players. The Cavaliers got the best of the rest.
I mean, that's fair.
Like player to player. If you stack them up, like obviously LeBron and AD is going to be better than Donovan, and I'll put Garland there. But then you go Mobley, Allen, Jerome, all these other guys they have below. They are arguably one of the deepest teams in NBA history.
Whoa! But I will say, coming into the season,
and now they have DeAndre Hunter.
Yes,
DeAndre Hunter. Okay, question.
What's up? 6th man of the year.
Austin Reeves or DeAndre Hunter?
DeAndre Hunter.
All right. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I will say this
though.
Even with some of the bench guys like Ty Jerome, I didn't see Ty Jerome like having this much of a impact before the season. Sam Merrill, even some of the bench guys, I did not see them having the impact that they've had to be a team that I would say has the deepest bench. So just to be fair, I do think he's also elevated and empowered some of those guys to be better than what they were in previous years. You muted.
So talk to me about the Clippers and Harden. We got a comment from John Wick with the 5th. He's talking about Harden hooping, even though the Clippers did lose a couple of those games to the Lakers. What are your thoughts on the Lakers? And I'm sorry, not on the Lakers, on the Clippers. And just what's going on with their franchise? I'm seeing a lot of slander about it not being people in the arena. What are your thoughts on the Clippers this year, and why haven't you covered a game?
Honestly, it's just in Inglewood, and I don't be feeling like going to Inglewood for real. But I don't know. I mean, the Clippers franchise, I think they're doing what they can for real. Obviously, it's just like a bad situation. Not a bad situation, but not the most ideal situation. I think that you signed Kawhi to this contract. He's locked in there. It's not like you're going to be able to trade him somewhere. You let PG go. You don't have a bad team. I still think like if they can, even with the way Kawhi's been looking, I know he was out last night because of the knee, but with the way Kawhi's been looking more and more and more and more like himself. And I think that, adding the Bogdanovich, you added Ben Simmons. I mean, Ben Simmons already out for like a knee, but you added Ben Simmons. Zubac is having a career year this season. You have Derrick Jones. Norman Powell has been out, but when Norman Powell's back, he's having a career year. So you have guys having career years on this team, and they've still been able to, pretty much tread water. And Harden's been an all-star. He's been pretty much the one constant all year for this team. And, the defense was better than the offense for most of the season. I think the last couple of games, the offense has been better than the defense, but I wouldn't hold out hope that this is a championship team, but I do still think that this can still be a very annoying team for somebody to play in the playoffs, just because, I mean, if Kawhi can, we say this all the time, but if Kawhi can come out there and be healthy, Kawhi's healthy, and, I think that he can, do what he's been doing. As far as how the stadium goes, I just think it's just hard to, I think
nobody want to go to that side of town,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
And that's not to say, because I don't want it to seem like I'm slandering Inglewood, because Inglewood is actually extremely nice now and like a great place to actually be. I've definitely dipped off over there a couple times with some teams and gone to the movies over there, to the mall over there. So I'm not saying like it's a bad place. It's just like the central part of where most of the people in the city be is not over there.
Yeah.
And especially most of the sports fans, the people
for football is great.
They live in more of the metropolitan area. Yeah, but
for football is great because you go football, one time a year. Yeah. Not year. You go, Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunday,
once a
you
week.
Wake up, you can tailgate, stay over there before a basketball game, like every day. Then with traffic, like really the only time you go on that side of town for the most part, not for everybody, but for a lot of people, is to go to the airport. And even going to the airport, like what you going, let's say a 7 p.m. start time, but that's an hour drive, pretty much wherever you want to take it. And yes, it's not the most central part, but I mean, I still think it's a great stadium. And I think that just for them, bro, you just want to tread water, put a competitive.
Though, by the airport, though, like you think like, all right, cool. If people stay at the airport, they gonna just go from the airport to the game. But it's like,
I mean, I think that
and I wasn't saying that to interrupt you, but I think that's the thinking. Like, well, we build by the airport and by SoFi, that's where everybody go to the football game. They gonna come from the airport, go to the game.
I think it's like a move for the future as well, because I know they talking about making certain areas in LA a smart city. So public transit may look different in 10 years than what it looks now, and things of that nature. So I think it's a move for the future, and also shout out Ballmer for investing in the community the way that he has. But for the actual team, you just want to tread water until you can get to 2027, right? You get to 2027, 2028, and you see what free agents come up. You still play in LA. You world-class organization, and you see if you could attract somebody in 27, 28. So I think for them, it's just about treading water and making sure you put a competitive basketball team on the court. But yeah, I mean, shout out Ty for the job he's done. Shout out to the rest of the coaching staff too. I know Stan Van Gundy's over there, so shout out Stan. Stan is somebody who I think that if he wants another head coaching job, I think somebody should hire Stan Van Gundy. But yeah, that's what I think about Clippers and Harden.
If he wants one, he's been 1-1 for a while. I don't think they coming off of that one. Now I know that, and my thoughts on the Clippers are, I think that right now they are a world-class organization, but perception-wise and their actual team, they're like a middling franchise. They have an aging star who's always hurt. They got a bunch of, they got two aging stars. One is always hurt. One actually tends to get hurt in the playoffs, especially his hamstring. So I'm still a little worried about that. And they got a lot of old veteran guys. The Clippers don't really have any young, exuberant talent that I'm thinking like, all right, well, at least this is a guy that they can build upon in the future. So for me, I think that's part of the reason why the lure is not what they want it to be. And I also think that that the Lakers getting Luka Doncic was probably the worst thing that could possibly happen to them.
Because they just like over there now.
Like, bro, them Clippers tickets is like $1. Them
They not
Lakers
a dollar.
ticket.
G,
G,
stop, bro. They not a dollar. G, stop, bro. They not a dollar, man. Stop, bro. Stop. G, they not a dollar, bro.
all right, let me
They
look,
not a
bro. I'm
dollar,
gonna look.
bro.
I'm gonna
Stop.
look. I'm gonna look. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I know, because it's a lot of misinformation on Twitter. Oh no, never mind. This
They
Clippers
ain't no
Knicks.
dollar, G.
No, never mind. This Clippers Knicks. I know that ain't gonna be a dollar. Clippers Kings. Let's see, G. Let's see. Clippers Kings Sunday. Let's see the lowest ticket. The lowest ticket
Probably like
price
30.
is $39. All
Yeah,
right,
30.
okay.
They ain't a dollar.
All
See,
right.
they
No, G, I
they not the
swear.
Hornets, bro.
No, G,
They not,
no, bro. I'm
they
not
not the
saying that.
Pelicans, G.
G,
No,
I'm
they
not
not a
saying
dollar.
that to be disrespectful, bro. Somebody posted a screenshot, but like I said, it's always misinformation on the internet. All right, even Clippers Hornets, the lowest one is like $40. All right, okay. They had me worried for me.
They
No,
not a dollar, G.
but also these Lakers fans. They've been trolling a lot with this fake information because they don't like the Clippers, so they trying to embarrass them, especially now that they got Luka. I've been peeping y'all, but let's go ahead. Let's actually move on and let's talk about something that we've talked about multiple times. But I think now we're here. We haven't actually done this podcast in about a month. What are your thoughts on
Should they
Joel
tank it?
Embiid's? I mean, yeah, like, do you think that
They
it's?
don't have a choice. Fuck you mean should they tank?
I mean, they're still playing PG.
Because
Why the fuck is he playing?
PG not gonna help them not tank.
By the way, is Paul George? I think Paul George is the worst player in the NBA this year.
He's
Like,
not
remember
the
last year I
best.
told you it was Jeremy
Terry Rozier is
Shohan.
still playing basketball.
No. He is not playing. Look,
Terry Rozier is still
look,
playing basketball.
Look. And I'm gonna say all of this with the preface of allegedly, fishy things are in the media. Have you seen that compilation of him?
Yes, last night. Yes.
G, I gotta play this, bro.
Yes,
I'm
I saw
sorry.
that compilation last
It's
night.
it's
I
it's
watched that game. I'm like,
I'm sorry, bro. It's worth risking the copyright claim, G. They like the people like, come on, G. Come on, bro. I'm watching this shit like, bro, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Like,
Yes.
I don't believe Terry Rozier is bad at basketball. I firmly do not believe
He
that.
could have fell off, bro.
No, shit.
He could have fell off, bro.
Shit. Look at this shit, man. Come on, man. Look at this
Could have
shit,
fell
man.
off, bro.
Look at this shit, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Bro, look at this shit, bro.
Nah, the one at the end when he
G.
got the ball back for the
No,
free
G,
slice
it's
and
still
airballed
go.
that bitch the
G,
second time.
this is a minute long. G, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What are we doing here, G? What are we doing here, Terry? Come on, G. G. Bro.
This was the funniest one. He
G.
airballed that bitch.
Bro. Fuck out of here.
The
Terry
Sixers don't
Rozier is
have
not.
a-
No, wait. Terry Rozier is not the worst player in basketball.
Yes,
He has the fishiest reputation in basketball to me, because that shit don't look like it's normal. And if it is normal, he don't need to be in the NBA no more.
Told you, man. He might just fell off, bro. But PG, yes, PG. The
After
smartest
them
thing the
rumors,
Clippers
it ain't that much goddamn falling off after them goddamn rumors. But go ahead, talk
The
to me about
smartest
PG.
thing the Clippers did was let PG walk. They look like geniuses for that. But yeah, I mean the Sixers, like, they don't have a choice but to tank. Like, number one, their pick is top 6 protected, right? So they have to be in the top 6 to even get their pick. You know, this is a draft. Granted, I haven't went fully into, like, you know, draft mode and like looking at prospects coming out. I really only know about Ace Bailey and Cooper Flag and like maybe a few other guys. So I haven't really been like super into it. But yeah, I mean they have to. I mean, honestly, they have to. And brother, with Embiid, the thing about it is, like, bro, is he gonna play ever again? Like, is he gonna play ever? Even the procedures they was talking about, we gonna have to break his hip bone to like align something. Like, this don't sound good at all. So even with the knee, like, it might be a situation where he's not even playing next year, and you looking at what 26, 27 for Embiid's return to health, and then at that point in time, what does he look like? And he'll probably never be healthy again. I mean, he's like, I've seen Embiid in person. Like, I walked past him in real life. He's probably one of the biggest guys I've ever seen in my entire life. So to run up and down the court consistently at that size is just a lot on your lower body. And as far as what they should do, brother, I'm taking calls about everybody on that team besides Maxey and McCain. Everybody else I'm taking calls about. I don't know what you're going to get for him.
What did McCain tear? His ACL?
No, he tore his meniscus or MCL. I'm taking calls about everybody besides McCain and Maxey. You want anybody else on this team? You ain't even got to give me that much. Come get them. So it ain't like the Sixers got a choice to tank. They're tanking. They're going to lose games. They're not even really better than Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is not trying that hard to win games. The Bulls aren't trying that hard to win games, and the Bulls are better than the Sixers. PG said, I'm a not pod no more, and then proceeded to lose the next game. And he played his best game of the season, which was 25 points.
I saw a weird stat. I don't know which show. I believe it was Around the Horn or something like that. They said that PG's record actually on days when this podcast dropped was actually better than they were on days when he wasn't podcasting.
Well, we need to go back to podcasting.
But for the Sixers, should they tank? I mean, yeah, but for them, I think they are in hell. Embiid is not going to retire. There is 192 million reasons why he's not.
They said they might medically. They said I saw a report that said that they might medically. They might ask for a medical retirement so we can come off the books.
Yeah, but still, like that medical retirement is going to cost that franchise $192 million.
It's going to cost them a lot of money.
$192 million. Now, I will say this for Embiid. Even though his career has been short, he still has a Hall of Fame career. So if the last time when we saw him throw that ball off the rim and try to dunk it on AD, when the 76 played the Lakers and he hurt himself again, like if that was the last of the great Joel Embiid, it was a good run while it lasted. And for PG, like PG is the worst player in basketball. Like last year, I thought it was Jeremy Shohan. I think he's improved a lot this year. I like his game. I like the fact that they use him much more in role player ways because they're not trying to just tank away the season. And I actually like that even though Wemby got hurt, they're still continuing to play very, very hard. And they've been very, very competitive in games, which I actually think is it's terrible that Wemby got hurt, but I think that in the long run, it will be good for De'Aaron Fox's confidence if Wemby can come back healthy. And he doesn't have to spend his life, worried about his blood clotting issue. I definitely say my prayers for them. But if you look at a team like the 76ers, I think they're not in a position. And I will say this, the difference between them and the Clippers is that they do have two young guys that I believe could be stars. The problem is that they both damn near the same height, and one just plays on the perimeter, and one is attacking the rim, in Maxey and in McCain. But going forward for them, like I don't really know what they're gonna do. I think for them, this summer should be a fire sale. I think if you can find any team that would be willing to take Joel Embiid's contract, I don't care who it is, and what you get back from it, you get that contract away from you as far as possible. Trade him to Portland. But actually, don't trade him to Portland because DeAndre Ayton. I've just said because DeAndre Ayton has been playing very well. I don't care. I'm just saying it as like trade him anywhere, but trade him and get rid of him. PG, I think. Probably that'll go down as the worst contract in sports and where at least in modern basketball history. I think that's kind of worse than a Mozgov contract.
Oh, that's
worse than the
Yamahimi.
Yeah, that's worse than the. That's way worse than the Yamahimi deal. Yamahimi didn't get $200 million.
Yamahimi got 4 for 84 to average 5 points.
G, PG is Yamahimi right now.
PG, not Yamahimi.
G, PG is Yamahimi. G.
Taylor Parsons' contract was terrible.
This contract is damn this bad.
It is bad.
The man had 7-2 and 2 the other night, bro. And he played.
At least he played. Taylor Parsons got the deal and didn't play no more.
G,
at least he played. Yeah, Embiid contract gonna be terrible too. Unfortunately.
Oh no, and they have two of the most untradeable contracts in the league right now to me.
I agree with you.
So like if I'm the 76ers, I'm just going to keep, praying for you, and I'm going to say hallelujah. Now, you want to know something funny?
What is Paul George averaging this year? Actually, let's actually look. Actually analyze what Paul George.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, he's the worst player in basketball. It's not even close, bro. Like he's the worst player in basketball. It's not close.
16 points on 43% shooting from the field, 35% from 3, 5 boards, 4 assists. He's giving you 1.8 steals. Okay, 2.6 turn. Yes, it's not. Yeah, this PG worst year since when he came back.
PG worst year ever because when he came back, at least you could say he was hurt.
Yeah,
the worst year in this man's career. He's been hot garbage this year, and I say that respectfully because I like PG. I like him very, Very, very nice guy.
PG was cool.
Always answer my questions very eloquently. Was always very, very kind to me. So I say this is no personal attack. I am simply speaking on his performance on the floor. It has been hot garbage. But let's move on. Let's actually say a quick prayer and give a quick moment of silence for our man Kyrie Irving. Hold on. Actually, wait a minute. I gotta find some slow, soft music. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. This right? Nah.
Yo, stop, bro. Yo, stop. Yo, stop, man.
Kyrie!
Yeah, prayers for Kyrie, man.
Why? I sent you that message. You ain't even respond, bro. I was like, damn, Pavy gonna wake up feeling horrible in the morning, G.
What about Kyrie?
Yeah.
I knew it already.
We ain't talk about what you knew. We talking about what was confirmed.
Oh, no, I saw it already. I think I woke up in the morning and saw it. Because at first I saw the injury and I didn't see the aftermath. I just saw when he went down, I was like, yeah, I think he hyperextended it. But then I'm like, nah, he tore it down. Yeah, man. Yeah, that sucks. Dallas is, bro. Nico Harrison, bro. What did he do, bro? Like, what did he do? But even deeper than that, nah, for real. Like, even deeper than that, like they said this was a win now move.
It was not a win now move. It was I'm telling you, G. This is why modern day conspiracy theorists are not conspiracy theorists, G. They tanked the franchise in fucking 45 days, G. Trade away Luka. Trade for a guy that's always hurt. And we know he a little hurt right now. Our doctors got to pass the physical. We'll pass him. He gonna come in. He gonna get hurt instantaneously because he's as brittle as a pack of ramen noodles. Then we gonna play and we gonna keep playing Kyrie 40 minutes a night.
It was wild, bro.
Until his motherfucking leg fall off. And then Clay is hot garbage. Kid go in the media and disrespect him as much as possible. Oh, why wasn't Clay playing? We was trying to get stops. God damn.
He said that?
Yes.
Yo.
Hold on. Let me see if I'm telling you, bro.
We was trying to get stops.
I'm telling you, bro. They should have gave him fucking. What did I say? The match should have gave him $20 million, G. I'm telling you, bro.
Wait,
Clay.
You said they should give him you said they should give him 2 for 20.
G, look at this shit.
I know Clay probably shot the best tonight. Is there any reason or decision why he didn't get as much run in the third quarter?
Well, we're trying to get stops.
God damn. Said, bro, your ass one.
Hold on. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. I ain't even hit a full quote. I'm finna play the full quote. G, he called him a leak.
Well, we're trying to get stops. It's something, you got to figure out how to stop the leak. And, they're scoring and we're having trouble, stopping them. So we brought him and PJ out, and that's, PJ was done for the night. And so just looking at, our defense, we, guarding the 3-point line, we just did not do a good job tonight, and we have to be better.
Jesus Christ,
man. Hey, man. Hey, Clay, bro. I love you, Clay. You top 10 favorite player I ever had all time, G. But good fucking Lord, that was ether. So, RIP Mavericks. Where do the Mavericks go from here?
To hell. That's where they go, to hell. The Mavericks go to hell. They either go to hell or they go to Vegas. I don't know.
I'm okay. All right. Without being funny and cynical, what do you actually believe in terms of like obviously they have some guys that are teetering back and forth in terms of whether they want to come back for the season or not. There's been some reports of Anthony Davis potentially being shut down for the season. Do you believe, because I also with the Suns not being good enough to win consistently and the Dallas Mavericks currently sitting in the 10th slot in the play-in, do you believe it's worth it for them to not only bring Anthony Davis back, but if Daniel Gafford is healthy and Derek Lively is healthy, to bring them back and aim for a playoff run? Wait 1 second. Michael Thompson, Klay Thompson's dad, said that he feels like Klay is in purgatory at this point, even though I believe Klay is a part of the purgatory that is happening there. But he said that he believes that if they're healthy, that why wouldn't they try to make a run to the playoffs and see what they could do in the first round? What are your thoughts on the Mavericks? And from a real basketball perspective, jokes aside, because I know you always in franchise mode. So franchise mode, Pavy, what do they do?
Sit everybody down, bro. Like, it's no, like, number one, Gafford has what I think a 6-week MCL sprain. Like, everybody who's hurt for the most part has a lower extremity injury, right? Derek Lively has a stress fracture in his foot. It would be, especially with the luck the Mavericks have had this year, it would be just like him to run him out there when he's quote unquote healthy and he break his whole foot again. And now the man start having foot problems, and then he get the Bill Walton feet or something like that. Or like Gafford, right? Gafford got an MCL sprain. He got a bad MCL sprain. I think it's a grade 3 MCL sprain. A grade 3 MCL sprain. Granted, I'm not 100% sure if it was grade 3, but I know it was definitely not grade 1. Either way, it's a tear. It's a knee tear. You strain the muscles in your knee and they're kind of torn. Sit everybody down. AD. I don't even know what is it like an adductor muscle? I know Paolo had that and was out for 2 months, and Paolo, I ain't really heard nothing about him since he been back, because the Magic can't really win basketball games since he been back for real. Sit everybody down. You got a whole bunch of guys injured, bro. Sit everybody down. Try to lose out the rest of the season. Maybe you get a pick. I think they have their pick this year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you can get a guy in the draft. I don't know. Maybe you can get a guy in the draft, get a guard, because even still with the Kyrie situation, you got to figure out I would assume that you would re-sign Kyrie just out of the respect if Kyrie decides that he wants to come back. But Kyrie has a player option.
Yeah, I was going to say he has a player option. So, yeah, and if I'm him, I just tore my ACL and I'm supposed to get $45 million. You think I'm turning that shit down?
No.
Ain't nobody giving him no max no more?
Again.
Respectfully, Kyrie.
If I'm him,
I just want to say him tearing his ACL during Ramadan gotta suck, because I know Kyrie take his religion very seriously. So he gonna be in the crib, his leg just throbbing like a motherfucker. Yeah. No water, no pills, no nothing. Kyrie Irving, you are one of God's strongest warriors. God bless you, brother.
Nah, facts. But but even still, like if I'm him, like if I'm him, I would prefer to wrap up my future this offseason. Hopefully, like, hey, man, I've done this for you guys, for the franchise. I would like to commit myself to this team. Can I get like a 3-year deal or something like this? Because, again, this may be Kyrie's last contract, because, again, we don't even know. Obviously, modern medicine is different, but with the way Kyrie plays, as herky-jerky as he is, like, this is another knee injury. I know he had one 10 years ago when he broke his kneecap, but this ain't 10 years ago. This is 2026 now, basically. So, yeah, bro, just lose out. Play the young guys. Play Max Christie. Play Kessler Edwards, Klay, get out there and do something. Just be a fucking mentor. I don't know. Like, lose out, bro. Like, there's really no way you can go, and you gotta hope that just next year, you guys come back healthy. And you can tread water until Kyrie comes back, and maybe you can make a run at some point in time next season. But yeah, I don't really think that there's any place you can really go from here. And you got to worry about Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd out here crashing out. Like, if this is a situation where, like, in the offseason that you
I don't think he's crashing out. The Mavericks fans have a theory that he was a part of getting Luka out of here.
Fair.
Which I don't understand if I'm Kidd, because he's known as a guy that has great relationships with the superstar. It's like Giannis cried when he got fired from Milwaukee. So I just find it a little odd that it's like an internal mutiny against your best player.
Remember Jason Kidd as a player? Like, he wasn't always. He had a lot of beefs with people. I'm just saying.
I mean, he had. I don't want. We're not gonna get into Jason Kidd as a player.
I'm just saying he had a lot of
We're not
beefs
gonna
with
get
people.
into the,
So
he
that
had a
was
lot of
the-
he had a lot of beefs. Period. We're not gonna get into none of these.
Stop.
I didn't say anything. I did not say anything. I did not say anything. I did not say anything.
Oh
You
shit!
did not hear
man.
me say anything. I just
Oh
said
my
he had
God.
a lot of beefs.
He did have a lot of beefs.
All right. So no,
Yeah,
I mean,
real
no,
quick,
for real, yeah, no.
real quick. Remember the Jim Jackson and Jason Kidd saga from
No,
the early days of Dallas?
why do you think I said he had a lot of beefs? He had a lot of beefs.
Yeah, a lot of beefs. So,
Men
like,
and women were involved. He had a lot of beefs.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, you can't be out here smashing people's chicks.
Yeah.
And that ain't
Yo,
even all the beef.
Yeah, it's not even all the beef.
Yeah,
But, like,
so
yo,
that's
wasn't it
why I said I'm
allegedly-
being quiet. Allegedly.
No, but was it allegedly over Tony Braxton? I don't know how true that is. Was it allegedly over like Tony Braxton?
He was like, unbreak my heart.
Yeah, I think it was allegedly. Allegedly, I think. It
I
was
mean,
over
I
Tony-
feel you, G. I'm going
I
to
feel
war,
him
my
too,
dude.
man. 1996 Tony Braxton.
We going to war. We going to
figure this one out,
trying to get
dog.
you traded away like Luca.
We got to figure this one out, dog. So yeah, I don't know, but what you think, bro?
For me, I believe that I mean, if you're gonna crash out, go full crash out. If you go, no, it's okay, my bad. If you're gonna go crash out, go full crash out. Don't go halfway crashing out. Don't crash out to the point where it's like, oh, now we want to rest and protect everybody. Because at the end of the day, this does nothing for your momentum going into the next season. The fans are very, very upset. They've raised the ticket prices by 9%. The season ticket holders have been unsubscribing and are no longer wanting to patronize, Mavericks games. Now, although they do have some diehards there that love the team and that won't let it go, I do believe that there is some truth to them allegedly trying to tank so that way they can secure a new stadium that will accompany a casino. And I think if you trade for a bunch of injury-prone guys and you sign a bunch of injury-prone guys, guess what you're going to get? A bunch of fucking injuries. And that's what they've had, a bunch of injuries. And I think that if I'm them and I'm trying to completely crash out, Anthony Davis, when you ready to play again, big fella, we need everything you got. We need you to die out there for us because Luka didn't want to do that. We want you to go out there and die for us. Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, go out there. If they really trying to tank, the franchise. The best way to get rid of all your good players is get rid of their legs.
Yeah, but then somebody go out there and sue you.
What they gonna sue him for?
Malpractice.
Man, look, AD, you knew your ribs was fucked up when we traded for you. If you really didn't want to leave, you could have walked in there and been like, man, my shit is really fucking hurting right now. And they would have said, nah, bro, he not good. If he really if AD didn't want to leave the Lakers, he could have literally walked in there and said, yo, my abductor, like, it's kind of like every time it's hit it, and they would have been like, yeah, he ain't gonna pass the physical.
I have another question for you. I mean, you probably can't do it just because like Kyrie got a play option, you just opt in. Do you just trade everybody in the offseason? Do you take calls for AD? Do you take calls for Gafford? Do you take calls for take calls for Clay? Take calls for everybody.
Are they in the luxury tax?
Probably, I would assume. And they probably not deep in it, but they probably in it.
Let's see. Mavericks luxury tax. The Mavericks are projected to pay a $6.3 million luxury tax. I don't really see the point in trading everybody at that point.
Respect.
Like if we really, I'm just being honest. If we're really trying to piss the fans off so much so that they think that we gonna move to Vegas because the team is trash, I want as many old and injured guys as possible playing basketball. And if they just so happen to win, God damn it, I told y'all we was gonna win. I fucking if literally put all they old broken ass out there, and if they win, and I'm Nico Harrison, you never gonna hear me. The end of me stop talking shit. But if they go out there and they get hurt, hey, what's up, big dog? I told you gonna clear the extra $50 million for me when we get to the stadium. Yeah, shit, it's lit. I need the greatest when we get this stadium. Nico Harrison probably went in and said, if we get this stadium, I'm gonna be the most hated man in Texas. But if you all agree that when we get this stadium, you give me the largest extension for a GM in history, we got a deal.
How old is that arena? Let me look.
We got a deal. I mean, I'm just the tinfoil hat on, but that's actually where I think that where I believe they go for them. And once again, man, I'm just gonna continue to, pray for my brother.
Give me that old.
I'm gonna pray for my brother.
Yeah, this stadium not that old.
They don't care, brother.
2001.
That is
that's
old.
Kind of old. Yeah,
That's old. That's old.
This one's kind of old.
Crypto is old, and they keep trying to upgrade it, and it still feel the same.
The UC is old as fuck.
I mean, yeah, but
that shit get torn down.
Jerry Reinsdorf gonna meet Jesus Christ himself before he put in the money to get a new stadium. The Bears don't even want to pay for their own stadium.
That's all they moved to Arlington.
Exactly. So he says, I don't know who says, why not just give up the roster and get the assets for the stadium, assuming it's pre-planned. What are we giving up the roster for? If we give up the roster and we trade for players and picks, then that means that we got to get young and good again. And now we got to sell them on a future that keeps them invested. Versus if they all broken and limping out there and they suck and they don't play and the fans lose interest because they're not playing because they're hurt and they're injured. And we keep saying, yeah, but we got good players. If they just healthy, then the fans going to get frustrated. You trade it. And if Luka, imagine if the Lakers win a championship in the next 2 years. Them fucking fans is going to fucking, they might go burn that motherfucking building down.
It'd be one of the greatest stories of all time, by the way.
So it wouldn't be. It would have been
for the
purposely
Lakers.
done.
No, I'm saying like for the Lakers and like the league.
And I'm never gonna have to deal with you fucking LeBron. I'm never gonna hit an Indy LeBron fanboys telling me that LeBron is better than Mike because he got 5, even though him and Kobe got 5. Even though him and Magic got 5.
They ain't got 4 MVPs.
Mike
and they don't have 50,000 buckets. He ain't got 50,000 buckets.
Bron ain't got 6 MVPs.
He ain't got 50,000 buckets.
Mike did it in 12 seasons.
He ain't got 50,000 buckets.
It took LeBron. Mike did it in 12 seasons.
Longevity.
Mike did it in 12 seasons, taking 500 less threes.
Longevity.
Did you hear that?
Longevity.
Did you hear that though?
I heard
in 12 seasons taking 500 less threes.
Longevity.
Actually, I'm sorry, making 500 less threes. LeBron took 1,800 more threes than Mike, I believe, when he passed him.
I heard longevity.
50K buckets is tough. But let's move on and talk about this next topic. The Warriors have been on a roll since adding one Jimmy Butler III. Rest in peace to his father.
I laughed at that. I don't even make 50K a year. Shit, I laughed at that. LeBron got more buckets than you got bands. That's crazy. More buckets than you got bands. That's crazy.
Why you put that in the chat, bro?
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I'm crying, bro.
We gonna get you some more money, gang.
Yeah, I don't know, Hoop. Send me some of your videos on Twitter. It might be a slot for your H&B Media. Let's get you on the channel, bro. We actually, by the way, we need some new creators on H&B Media. It's been kind of the same rotation for the past 3 years. I am saying this, and I'm going to put the call out. Join us on Team H&B Media. We would love to have you. We're looking for young, hot talent. And I'm not saying hot as in good looking. I mean hot as in you creating and the people is interested in what you got to say and your perspective. You can talk to any of our H&B partners. We have a great reputation with all of them. So feel free. Ain't nobody unfollowed us yet. So go hit us up in a DM, send us an @, send us your email, send us your content. All you really got to do is bring your voice and we'll produce the rest. And you just got to create content and we'll figure it out from there. Our channel is monetized finally. So you will be able to earn money. Join us at Team H&B Media. We're looking for some cool creators to really work with. Like, we honestly going in damn near in year 10 of this. So I feel like for year 10, it's time to bring in a new crop. We still vets. Scott is the Pat McAfee of H&B Media. Shout out to Scott for doing his thing. We got Cam Buford being basically our Colin Cowherd, the old curmudgeon. And then we still here. And then Daniel Belts is back, by the way, doing King Watch Lakers podcast, 15-minute episodes once a week. Shout out to Daniel Belts. Congrats on your new baby girl. So let's go ahead, hop back into it. Warriors have added Jimmy Butler. Pavy, what are your thoughts on this team? They've been running out for the past pretty much 10 games, an ultra small lineup with Pajemski, with Draymond, Jimmy Butler, and they've been kind of rotating the fourth guy. What do you think about this small lineup that they are going with now? Do you believe that this success that they have is sustainable? And with the Warriors currently being the 6th seed, and they probably will end up being the 6th seed, ideally playing the Lakers or the Nuggets in the first round, which is crazy. What do you believe the Warriors' chances are going into the playoffs now having Jimmy Butler, who seems to be Draymond Green's evil twin? Actually, that's going to be the name of this episode. Jimmy Butler is Draymond Green's evil twin, and I'm going to put Jimmy Butler head on 21 Savage, and I'm going to put Draymond head on Drake. Talk to me. What do you think about the Warriors?
The King Von and Dirk. They literally have a song called Evil Twin, bro. You ready to do King Von and Dirk?
I know there was. I wasn't going to go that far, but I mean, I guess we can. Actually, I'm going to put that shit in a Grok, see what Grok says.
King Von and Dirk. By the way, Grok is hilarious. But
I actually like Grok.
I fuck with Grok.
I like Grok. I like ChatGPT. They're great if you want to use information. But like I tell everybody, make sure if you are going to use them platforms that you ask the platform itself, are you sure this is correct? Because sometimes these things, these AIs, they're really just amalgamating a bunch of sources and giving you what it believes to be an opinion. So when you use AI, make sure that you don't take everything it says as fact, that you rebut what it's saying and you ask questions. And sometimes it will self-correct. And that's what I actually do respect about Grok and ChatGPT as platforms. If you notice they're wrong, they will self-correct and they make themselves better. So I'm about to put into Grok. Actually, before we get into this topic, I got to now since we're here. We might as well. Draw Draymond Green and Jimmy. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Here we go. Draw Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler.
Head.
No, hold on. Butler as King Von and Lil Durk. Let's see what Grok does.
I'm expecting to die laughing.
Gee, I'm about to cry laughing, bro.
Yo.
We got a winner.
Yo, what did Jimmy face on that one is look crazy, bro. Evil twin. Yeah, that's funny as hell.
Oh my
that's
God,
definitely artwork.
no. That's the artwork 100%, bro.
That's the artwork.
All right.
Oh
So
my
let's
God.
actually get back to some basketball talk. Talk to me, Pavy.
Yeah, man. Warriors and Jimmy Butler, they look great. Number one, Steph and LeBron, y'all not low, bro. Y'all was hella unenergized for like 2 months. Jimmy over there, Steph scoring 50 again. He hitting half-court shot. I ain't seen Steph Curry hit a half-court shot in about 3-4 years. He back to hitting half-court shots. He looks energized. Jimmy, you know, the level of IQ that Jimmy brings to the team. Also, he brings just like an inside presence. They can actually get buckets in the paint now. They couldn't do that before. They also work into the free throw line. Jimmy can do that as well for you. I think this is sustainable, and I don't think they have to stay as a 6 seed. I think Houston is losing some games now. I think Memphis is Jaren Jackson is hurt in Memphis. He has an ankle sprain. I don't know how long he'll be out. Ja obviously is always in and out the lineup. Ja need to get his shit back. Ja need to go get his block back.
Respectfully, they are 3 games back. So
Yeah,
that means the Grizzlies and the Rockets would have to do a fair amount of losing.
There are 20.
I want you to also remember that there are 22 games left in the season. So with that in mind, I'm saying that to say that like you got to start asking yourself some of the probabilities of how much people gonna lose. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, look at the Warriors schedule. I think I saw it up on the thing. The Warriors schedule is not a. It's like, they got Nets. I think that we can say that's a W. Pistons, we don't know, but I'll say it's a W. Then they got the Blazers. Then they got the Kings. And they got the Knicks, Nuggets, Bucks, Raptors, Hawks, Heat, Pelicans, Spurs, Grizzlies, Lakers, Nuggets, Rockets, Suns, Spurs, Blazers, Clip. It's not a crazy schedule to end the season. So they could realistically get like they could go, I don't know, so they could go 15-5 to end the season. Especially if all those guys can stay healthy. But yeah, I love the way that they've been playing. I still think size may be an issue at certain points for them. But I mean, when I look at as far as teams that they would have to play in the West, I mean, really the only team with size is Denver. Anybody else don't really like their size doesn't really scare me. And also well, obviously they have the most championship experience, and I think playoff Jimmy, we all know playoff Jimmy is a real thing, but playoff Jimmy can look different with this roster. He doesn't have to go out there and be the guy that you need to give you a triple double. Playoff Jimmy can go out there and give you 15 points and be just as effective as he was on the Miami teams when he was the guy, because sometimes I felt like in the later rounds it was just too much on him in Miami, and now you got Steph with you. And just the two-headed monster of, like you said, the evil twins of Jimmy and Draymond. When you put them in a 7-game series and those masterminds and those guys get to thinking about things defensively, I think you can really see something else special. So I'm believing in the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, so my question is, before I retort, you say that, but what about their interior presence and their lack of interior presence? I mean, obviously Quentin Post has played well in spots. Trace Jackson Davis has played well in spots, but neither of them are going to be able to start for you in the playoff series. How will they be able to survive this playoffs, knowing that they don't, knowing that basically their starting center is 6'7"?
I mean, who do they really have to worry about in the paint besides Jokic?
I mean, you still have to defend teams in the paint. I mean, that means that LeBron is coming at you full speed downhill.
I mean, yeah, but I think Draymond can do a decent.
Denver. I mean, every
yeah, but Draymond can do a decent job. Looney can do a decent job.
Every single team in the West has a perimeter threat that can go downhill.
I mean, yeah, but also if we can offer you some resistance from going downhill, we also have Jimmy Butler now. Who would you agree Jimmy Butler is still a elite level defender?
I agree he's still an elite level defender, but what is that? Okay, he's still an elite level defender, but what does that have to do with being able to stop guys from getting and going downhill? Like, to me, Jimmy Butler is not changing the amount of traffic that's going to the paint based on his one-on-one defensive play.
But give me a guy you so worried about getting to the cup. Shea, okay, cool. Shea, fine. I'm with you with Shea. Okay, so, but Shea,
wait a minute. Hold on, wait 1 second. They got Oklahoma City has front court players, and they have perimeter threats and guys that can drive downhill in Shea and in Jalen Williams.
Yeah, I'm not really.
No, wait. Okay, the Lakers have LeBron, Reeves, and Doncic. They can all get downhill and they can all score. Yes, they can. Bro.
Yeah, fair.
The Nuggets still have Russ. The Nuggets still have Jamal
Murray.
You can
scheme out.
Wait. The Nuggets still have a guy like Aaron Gordon who can get downhill, and they still have the best player in basketball.
Yes.
And you look at the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies still have Ja Morant. He is an elite threat, and I don't expect Jaren Jackson to be hurt forever. That's a real threat. The Rockets have a few guys on their perimeter that are downhill threats, and they have Şengün. I don't necessarily think Draymond gonna strap up Şengün in the series.
Yeah, okay.
I don't. Now, I think they'll win because I'm taking Steph Curry over Amen Thompson and Jalen Green, but that's just my opinion on it. You look at the Timberwolves, you got Anthony Edwards. He's definitely a downhill threat. I don't think Jimmy's stopping Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
I don't think
he has to win that series.
I think he does.
Randall gonna be the other guy to get you over the hump? I think he'll have a bad series.
I don't think so. Wait. Because if I'm Minnesota, if the Warriors go small, I'm sitting Rudy on the bench and I'm playing Nas Reed.
Yeah,
wait. So let me finish. So I'm playing Nas Reed and Randall. Somebody got to guard one of them. Nas Reed got one of the best big man handle I ever seen. He gonna get paid this year. Okay. He should have got a Klay Thompson contract this summer.
Yeah, but again, he
can get downhill.
Yeah.
3-point threat, pump fake, get to the rim, dunk on you. He does it a lot.
Yeah, but I don't mind putting like a Trace Jackson Davis on Nas Reed and living with my
All right.
I think the Warriors have enough. Like, I think depending on the series, Looney can play. Depending on the series, Trace Jackson Davis can play. Who else did the Warriors pick? I'm not somebody that's of the belief that the Warriors just have a whole bunch of guys who can't play.
I didn't say that. Kuminga still hasn't been
Exactly.
active in playing.
Kaminga hasn't been back. Like I still think
we got to look at the Minnesota. The Minnesota has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 guys averaging double figures, and that's not even including Mike Conley. The Memphis team. I'm sorry, not Memphis. I meant the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves team, whether you like it or not, is still a very deep team. They just have not meshed well together because Julius Randle is hillbilly Kevin Durant.
It's okay.
And he's not a hillbilly, but he play like if Kevin Durant was a hillbilly, that's how he played.
But in a series, the only person who Conley at this point in time, I think Conley is over the hill. DiVincenzo will have a point to prove. Obviously, they shipped him out a few years ago. New York shipped him out. I think DiVincenzo will have a point to prove. Jaden McDaniels, I'm not really depending on you for more than 12 points. And I think he gonna have some games where he had 8 points. I think Randall will have his moments, but it's still Randall. And Rudy will probably get played off the floor, unfortunately, in one of those series. So like I'm not really the only team I'm really worried about for real is obviously the Lakers because Bron and Luka. I'm worried about them.
I didn't even finish with all of the teams though.
Who?
What
Kings? You worried about the Kings?
What you
now?
mean?
Now,
no, wait, no. But I'm just saying. Let's say theoretically the Warriors slip up and end up in that play-in. The Mavericks are the only team that really don't have a downhill presence. But if Anthony Davis and Gafford and Lively are healthy, that's still somebody you got to contend with. The Kings got 2 guys that can get downhill and get to the rim. But I don't think the Kings will beat the Warriors in a play-in. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did. And the Clippers still have Harden. The Clippers still have Kawhi. And Zubac has been a terror in the paint this year. And if you asking me who I'm taking, Draymond or Zubac for a series, I'm taking Draymond. Now it's up to Jimmy and Steph to outplay Kawhi, Harden, and Powell.
What do you think is going to happen with that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not lying. So I look at the Warriors. It's impressive, but they needed a big man. They really needed a big man. I will say this. The NBA has tried to phase the big man out with all this perimeter shit. But what you're really seeing is that when it boils down to it, if you do not have a dominant 6'11" or taller guy on your team, you're not going to win a championship these days. And that's just facts.
Boston had a dominant 6'11" guy?
Kristaps Porzingis don't exist.
He wasn't dominant. He wasn't dominant.
Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford were dominant in the finals.
No, they were not.
Yes, they were.
Dominant? No.
Yes, they were.
Whoa, dominant? No. Porzingis wasn't even there half the fucking time.
They're fucking role players. That's what they're supposed to do.
Porzingis literally wasn't even there.
No, but stop. They were dominant. They're role players. They played their role perfectly. Stop. And you still have 3 guys that can score, play, make, and get downhill. And I'm not including Derek White in that because I don't really look at Derek White as like a downhill player. He's more of a versatile utility type of guy. But Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, and Tatum all can get and attack the rim. And Tatum ain't 6'11", but he's 6'9". And then you combine it with Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis, that's a dominant front court.
Mm.
You have size in the front court.
I think you need size, but it's just the words you say. You need a dominant player. I do agree with the fact that you do need size.
You need fine. Let me rephrase it. You need dominant size in the front court for you to win a championship. Still, no matter how much everybody want a small ball and switch out the game, you still need dominant size in the front court to win. And the Warriors don't have that, and that's the only reason why I have a little bit of trepidation about the Warriors. Last topic, and I want to get into this topic unless you have a different topic. I would love to talk to you about, hold on, where is the topic at? I'm looking at it. I thought it was in there. All right. Because the rankings and the ladders have been changing. So my question to you, Pavy, and I know the numbers will say what they say, but LeBron has slowly creeped up into the top 5. Jokic has been number 1 multiple times over the past month in the MVP rankings and ladders for the NBA. What are your thoughts? And let me see if I can share the actual rankings. Do they have them on there? Okay, this is the NBA app. Okay, so right now, oh hell no, somebody put the wrong thing. But what do you think? Is Shea?
What's the ladders right now?
Hold on, let me see. I'm looking.
I think I saw Shea 1, Jokic 2, Bron 3.
Bron was 3?
I think I saw Bron 3.
Hold on a minute. Oh, shit. Hold on. The MVP rankings, it says, are Shea is 1, Jokic 2, Giannis 3, Tatum 4, and Cade 5. Wait a minute.
What?
This
Who is?
no, this is from CBS.
Oh, I mean, who is
Hold
this?
on. Hold on.
I'm not mad at K getting some love though.
No, he's first team All NBA.
Debatable.
They haven't put one out since last week.
What was the one last week?
The one last week had Jokic 1, Shea 2, Tatum 3, Giannis 4, LeBron 5. And then the next 5 were happened. Oh, what are your thoughts? The Nuggets are currently sitting in the tie for the 2 seed, but the Lakers have the advantage because I believe they are up in the season series. What are your thoughts on the MVP? Who is the MVP right now to you and why?
I think I'm gonna still say Shea, even though I do think Jokic is having an incredible season. It's probably having the best season out of anybody. But I'm gonna still say Shea, unless the Nuggets can do. Granted, I know that guys have been hurt all year. Jokic have been the one constant, and the numbers he's putting up don't even make logistical sense for what he's doing. But again, I'm going to still say Shea. The Thunder have been one of the best teams in the NBA all season. Like you said, they have the largest point differential in the history of the league currently as it stands. And I just think it's Shea's time. So if they keep winning games, if they don't do something where they fall off a cliff, and they ain't been healthy this all year, right? Like Chet's missed a bunch of the season. I mean, Jalen Williams has been there, but Harkenstein had a broken hand. Caruso hasn't been there. So it's not like the Thunder have just been rolling with their main guys the whole year, and Shea has pretty much been the one, like I said, the one constant. He's giving you base 30 every night. Some nights he give you 40. Some nights he done have 50 balls. So for me, I'm going with Shea, unless the Thunder do something where they fall off a cliff, or unless the Nuggets do something where they, like, I don't know, run off like 15 straight or like 10 straight, like a 10-12 game win streak or something like that, and really like secure themselves as a second seed. I'm going with Shea Gilgeous. Shea.
Okay, I'm not upset at that. I still believe the best player in basketball is Nikola Jokic. In my opinion, I believe that it's hard for me to say that Shea is not the MVP because but actually they don't even have the best record in basketball right now. Technically, it's the Cavs. But I'll put it this way. If the OKC Thunder finish with the best record in basketball, he's the MVP. If they don't, and Denver is able to edge out the Lakers and keep that number 2 seed, I'm going to say it's Jokic. Because I still believe that the Lakers have a much superior team with Luka Doncic on the floor than the Nuggets do. I believe that so do the Thunder. And I believe that so do the Cavaliers, and so do the Celtics. So I believe that the guy that, in my opinion, that's doing the best with the least is Nikola Jokic. And for this team to be the second seed, I believe without another dominant player, I don't believe they have another dominant player on the team. I believe every other one of the teams that we've named has at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 other guys on the team that can be dominant at times.
Who the fuck is dominant on the Thunder besides Shea?
Jalen Williams is an all-star, brother.
Dominant. That don't mean he's dominant.
Man, shut the fuck up.
He's not dominant.
With all due respect, shut the fuck up.
He's not dominant.
With all due respect, shut the fuck up.
He's not dominant. He be dominating you. If he was at he's like.
So how are you a top 24 player in the league, but you can't dominate, and you're not dominant?
Chris Middleton was a top 24 player in the league, to a top 25 player in the league for years,
and
he was dominant.
He was a dominant middle scorer. I'm sorry, dominant mid-range scorer. Was he not?
No, dominant. No,
dominant.
The word.
Bro, he almost shot fucking 59, 90, 50, 40. What the fuck are you talking about?
He wasn't dominant, bro.
He wasn't a dominant mid-range scorer.
Dominant? No, he was good. And Jalen Williams.
He was a fucking all-star. What are you talking about?
That doesn't mean you're a dominant player because you're an all-star, bro. That means, number one, that means you are playing well and you want a really good team. Again, if you have the number 1 record.
So Darius Garland, not a dominant point guard.
Dominant? No, he's really good though.
Evan Mobley is not a dominant power forward.
getting there, but I don't think he has moments in which I've seen moments this season in which he has dominated the game, but I don't think every single night.
I can say the same fucking thing about LeBron.
At this point in time, yeah. Now,
so LeBron not dominant no more?
I don't think LeBron's dominant. I think he has moments in which he dominates. I think he has moments in which he dominates. But for
you do good though. You do good though. You do good though.
A dominant player would be what Shea is doing. A dominant player would be what Jokic is doing. This is because you're using the word dominant. No, Jalen Williams is not dominating. The Thunder only have one dominant player. But I'm with you in the fact that, yes, I think the roster that they have is better than what the Nuggets have. But I told you this many times before. I don't think we've ever seen a human being do more with less than what Jokic is doing. I told you that I don't think we've ever seen a human being in the history of basketball outside of maybe Hakeem Olajuwon in 93, 94 do more with less. The man has never played with a player except for Russell Westbrook right now. He's a former MVP, but the man got like 2 years left in his career. I don't ever think we've ever seen a player do more with less. The man never played with no other all-star. He never played with no other all-defensive team, no six-man, no nothing. It's just been him. So I'm with you on that, but I still want to give it to Shea.
Okay. I'm not upset at that. I can't be mad at that. I personally, like I said, I just think that it's Jokic personally. Like, I think he's just been playing lights out all year long. And if you're looking at who's been the guy for their team to lead them and to make sure that they night in and night out are out there ready to go in a well-oiled machine, Shea is 1B to me, but Jokic is 1A. And I'm just going to read off a little tidbit. Jokic right now is averaging 29, 12.6 rebounds, 10.4 assists. He has more than 27 triple-doubles this season. That is more than any of his MVP seasons already. He's recorded a triple-double in 21% of his career games, which is the highest percentage of anyone. His best game in February was 28, 11, and 9 in only 29 minutes versus the Suns. Where Shea, he has been playing very, very well. He's averaging 32.4, 5.2 rebounds, and 6.2 assists, which I think is good numbers for him. But if I'm just being honest, I still got to go with the Joker. And that's just my personal opinion. But anyways, fans, man, love y'all. This has been a great episode. Shout out to all of the fans that's been rocking with us for all of this time. We love y'all, man. Any final words, Pavy? Talk to the people. Let them know who you are, where they can find you at, and what's good.
Yeah, man, as always, y'all can find me at Pavy World, Pavy World, all one word. That's on every social media platform. Go stream my music. Go to pavers.com. All of that, man. Hope all y'all have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your weekend.
Yes, sir. And it's your boy TPJ. Find me at H&B Media TV. As I said before, if you are new and you're talented, you want an opportunity, we got 1.8 million subscribers still on the channel. We're looking for some new talent. If you want to hear about us, talk to Sky Hustle, talk to Cam Buford, talk to Daniel Belts, let them know how they feel about it. We love y'all. We'll get up with y'all next time. And until then, make sure you don't drink and drive. If you're drinking, you better be over 18 or 21. If you're in America, 18 in Canada. Shout out to y'all. Much love. And until next time, peace out. I'll be back. They thought it was over, but it's